Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of How to Start a Food Business. And today I want to cover more on your minimum viable product. I talk to so many foodpreneurs who think that their minimum viable product is whatever food or supplement or whatever, like solve can I work in the cannabis industry and stuff like that, like whatever that thing is, you think that the minimum viable product that you can go out there and sell is that one thing, and it's not. So I spent last week on a trade trip to Mexico with a colleague of mine who's a customs broker. And we are working on importing and exporting food from Mexico and food from the United States, like across the Mexico US border. And I was sitting there and I was actually talking with another woman on the trade trip, and she's a translator and she runs translation services all over the United States for a whole variety of um, clients. And she came out of the healthcare field. And I asked her, because I ask people this question, which is a great question when you're in sales, is what's the biggest problem that you're having in your business, when it comes to selling? That tends to be what I ask. And she said, that people think that just that they don't understand the compliance. They think that just being able to translate the words is enough. And that got me thinking, because the translator and I have the same problem. Most people think that whatever this minimum viable product is, okay, is enough, but it's not enough any more than it's enough to just be able to translate words into Spanish or Croatian or like whatever. And in the it's interesting because in the translation world, there's a whole level of compliance. You go to the hospital and you need a translator. You can't use somebody under 18. You have to use somebody who understands HIPAA privacy. You have to use somebody who understands the specific technical language, because translation for, as I learned, for OBGYN is not the same thing as translation for anesthesia. Okay, there's a very specific set of language around that, and the person has to be trained in that. But so many hospitals are like, whatever, I'll just take whoever can speak the language. And in food, we see the same thing, that it's, I have this perfect food that I want to sell and not worry about the compliance around it. But that's not how it works if you want to go out there and solve problems for your clients. And that's really how you sell food. Like, I talk about a lot one big result. And if you DM me, I'm happy to point you in the direction of our one big result worksheet. It's our most popular download. And it works through what's your one big result and what are the benefits of working with you. And the it presupposes, though, that you understand what the table stakes are, what your minimum viable product is, and your minimum viable product is not just your food. And that's what we're talking about today. Okay. So you have your food. All right. And so say you make biscuits. All right. Let's just going to take biscuits as an example. Okay. Say you make biscuits. All right. I'm sure you make fabulous biscuits. My son made biscuits this weekend. It's probably why I'm thinking of it. He makes fabulous biscuits. All right. So now these biscuits, in order for you to put them into the marketplace at all, can't just be fabulous. Okay. They have an envelope of compliance around them that you must meet. All right. And since we're doing biscuits, this envelope of compliance is the Food Safety Modernization Act. Okay. And these are things like CGMPs. All right. A preventive controls plan if you're more than $500,000. And if you're not, okay, if you're not, you still have to be able to prove how you control hazards. I've like a ton of podcasts on that. So if you have a question, just ping on the podcast. So this is your initial envelope of compliance. Without this, it's not legal to sell this. Okay. It's not. Whether even if you're making it in an incubator kitchen, you have to comply with CGMPs and you have to be able to prove that you're not putting hazards in, like physical, chemical, microbial hazards in your food. Okay. Now, I will tell you, this is not your minimum viable product. Okay. Not even these two things. Okay, because your minimum viable product is actually something that solves a customer problem. All right, and there's another envelope around this minimum viable product, and this market expectations. And I promise you, the people who are the most successful in selling their product and putting their grain out there and putting their dietary supplements out there and putting their cannabis out there and putting their tomatoes out there understand that they have their actual product, their regulatory compliance envelope, and then their market expectations envelope. Okay. And so often this is things like SQF or BRC. All right. If you're in cannabis products, this means it has to be tested by a 17025 lab. Okay. If you're in the dietary supplements industry and you're selling dietary supplements, these are often audited by the USP, which is the US Pharmacopoeia or NSF audits. All right. This is all third-party audits. All right. So for these biscuits, all right, and we're just going to use biscuits. You need not only a fantastic biscuit packaged the way that your customer needs, and often your customer is the retail customer who's putting it on a shelf, not the person who's actually eating it, but you have to be able to understand that. You need FSMA compliance around it. All right. And then if you are selling anywhere in any sort of you want to get on any sort of big set of shelves, there's this whole level of market expectations around third-party audits that you're going to have to meet. And this gets you to where you can actually have a conversation. I mean, there are retailers that I work with that won't talk to you until you have an SQF or a BRC audit. An SQF or BRC audit, like I have a handout if you want it, just ping me. That's from 0 to SQF. It takes 2 years. It takes 2 years to get from I have a super awesome product all the way out to I can meet market expectations. Now, can you sell after, so can you sell just this? Absolutely not. That is not your minimum viable product. If you make these fabulous biscuits in your home kitchen, it's illegal to sell them. Okay. You can't even trade them or barter them. Anything that goes out into the consumer commercial food stream must be made within this particular envelope of compliance. If you have other foods and you don't know what that envelope of compliance is, send me a message. I'll be happy to tell it to you. Okay. You have to get to here to be able to legally sell. Okay. And then if you want to, you want to go build the business that you were meant to build, you have to understand what your market expectations are and get to this point. And only then do you have a minimum viable product. All right. And then because I was on the trade trip with people. There's a whole nother level, like you can think of it coming out of here around customs regulations that you have to meet in order to trade across borders. Okay. So there, and that's like different from the USDA versus the FDA versus some other things. So there's a whole other level if you want to export, or if you are in a foreign country and you want to export to the United States, you have to meet this level of regulatory compliance and the foreign supplier verification program, plus a whole level of export compliance. These things are not free. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have this membership site called the Power Group where I practically give all of this stuff away, but it's still not free, right? If you have me do this for you, I'm not gonna lie, it's like thousands of dollars, and it should be, right? And so, but as you start your business and you decide, I want to go make cookies, I want to go make fondue, I want to, whatever it is that you want to make, you got to understand that in order to truly be successful, you have to solve customer problems and deliver your customer a result. All right. And that's what we mean by one big result. Your customer has to have one big result by working with you. So that one big result, we do OBR, one big result. Okay. And the one big result my clients get by working with me as a coach is they will sell more product, because I understand all of this and I'm like combining subject matter expertise in all of this with life coaching so that the food and supplements industry can completely transform. All right. So my one big result, if you want to sum it up, make more money. Okay. That's what you will experience if you work with me. That's what I experienced when I worked with my coach, right? And then we have benefits, financial, emotional, physical, and spiritual benefits. All right. So the financial benefits of working with me is more money and more profitably too. Okay. More profitably. I can't spell. It's fine. They call me doctor anyway. All right. The emotional benefits of working with me. Less anxiety, you feel better because I'm a life coach and I walk you through how to get over all your mind drama. We have like minimum viable product like stuff that we have to do, and it's mostly mind drama. Okay, so decrease drama. When you have decreased drama, I am not kidding, you are going to sleep so much better. All right. And then the spiritual, so that was financial, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And the spiritual benefits of working with me is you're actually building the business you were meant to build. Business, you are creating wealth and community. All right. Almost everybody I know and everybody I work with got into this. You can barely see that over there. Got into this because they're trying to build wealth and community. That's what you get when you work with me. How easily can you say that for the people who work with you? What are they getting? What is the one big result that they're getting when they work with you? And what are the benefits of doing that? Okay. If you are on Facebook, I'm actually going to be diving really super specifically into your results here versus your specifications. Okay. So getting to this minimum viable product, the first thing that you have to do is you have to write specifications. All right. And I'm actually coming out with a product on this, but I am on the Salt Cured Pig, which is a Facebook group, which you can go and join, answer the questions. I am doing a Facebook Live. It'll be available in the videos for free, which is the video that's going to go along with this product. It's going to be the only place that it's free. So you got to join the Salt Cured Pig if you want it. But I am going to be going over these specifications and what our specifications are versus your one big result and your FEPs. All right. And how to have transformational conversations with the people to whom you want to sell. Okay. Because you have to get the journey from here to here to here always and forever starts with specifications. Okay. And that is describing your product in more minute detail than you could ever possibly imagine. All right. So that's Wednesday at 3 o'clock on the Salt Cured Pig. If you're watching this in replay, then just join the Salt Cured Pig and you can find it in the videos. I have a ton of other videos. Of course, it's a meat curing like Facebook group. There are like 20,000 of us. So it's all about meat curing, but there's so much good information in there and it's totally free. That's like kind of where I give most of my free content. All right. That's what we're going to be talking about. All right. But I really want you to know it's not just making your biscuit. It's not just growing your tomato or whatever. It's doing it within the regulatory context and the context of your market expectations. All right. So that's the episode for this morning. Everybody have a super awesome day. Ping with questions, and I look forward to talking to you. Thanks. Bye.